Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. It's episode number 26, and today we are returning with yet another foursome. Yes, 4 big games, once again with our Terriers. I'm just loving playing 4 games an episode, so let's get straight to it today. There we go. So 4 games today, sorry. I've wanted to do that for a while, but I thought, shall I? Is it worth it? Nah. But I thought today I might as well have a go. So today, 4 big games, but to recap the last episode, once again you saw 4 games. The first one was our win over Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup by 2-1 to get through to the quarterfinals, which you'll see today. Then we had a draw away at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace, 1-1 scoreline. And then, for the first time in the series, beat Mauricio Pochettino's Spurs by a goal to nil, where Hudson make his debut in this game as well. Played alright, and finally, we beat what is becoming a rival team of ours, Spurs, for the first time in the series. And we finished with, sadly, our second defeat of the season, a 1-0 defeat away at Goodison Park against Everton. So today, 4 games. We got Watford at home in the Premier League. We got Bristol City at home in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals, as we aim to get through to the semi-finals of that competition. Manchester City at home, and then Sunderland away ends the episode as well. So 4 big games. Let's just get straight to it. Alright guys, so first game today, and it's Watford here at the Kirklees Stadium as we try and bounce back after our loss to Everton. So far, both of our defeats have come by the same scoreline, 1-0. So we know for sure if we can score a goal, we're not going to lose the game. And this is our team for the game as well, changing things up, staying with a 4-3-3 attacks. I do like it, but changed in personnel. Morris back in goal for this game, and the back four is Sessegnon, Tuanzebe, Reyes, and Odubajo. Moyenbil in the CM area, Vitinho de Cam, Sisto on the left, Ince back in the team on the right-hand side, and Moses leading the line. And as for the Watford team, they are sitting in mid-table right now. It's a decent one. It's a 4-2-3-1. They've got Ricard Leeson on the left-hand side and Rabat on the right. Tom Cleverley, their attacking midfielder, and Andre Gray, the ex-Burnley man, up top for them. This is going to be a test of our character, though. Coming back home, can we respond? Can we get the win? We did the last time after our loss to Wolves. Let's do it this time as well. Come on, Huddersfield Town. We want the 3 points. Of course, last season we lost here in this fixture by 2-1. That was part of our miserable campaign in the second half of the season. We just couldn't buy a win, so hopefully we'll get the win in this one. But we've not started off too well. Let's do Corey goes down the right side, and I'm noticing that quite a bit now to start this season off. We're not really starting games off well. It's been a couple of games. Yeah, we'll get an early goal, like the West Brom one, for example. But at the moment, when we start games off, we're really lackluster. It takes a while to get into our play. We surrender possession cheaply like that. We just don't get started. I don't know why that is as well. You know, with the attack we have and the pace we have, you'd think that right from the get-go, we should be attacking teams and showing them what we're all about, but it takes us like half an hour to get into the game. That's just far too slow, man. Far too slow. Here's Odubajo on the ball. They're going to slide it through towards Ince down the right-hand side. He does. He cuts inside. Still Tom Ince on the ball. Still Tom Ince on the ball. Still Tom Ince on the ball. Wonderful run, and Pantilabon makes the save, and cleared by Dimitri Foulquier. Just noticed there. Hull City legend, and Watford get the danger away. Good chance, good save. Still 0-0. Watford looking for their first chance of the game just before the end of the first half. Gray inside to Cleverley. Good tackle by Tuanzebe, and the danger away. Now a chance of Sisto to stretch his legs. Now I've got to be honest, we've not seen much of Sisto to start this season off. He's been quite poor. Hopefully his ears are burning now though, as he cuts inside. It's still Sisto, and that's definitely a foul, referee. But that was more like it from Sisto. A nice run down the left-hand side. He's won a free kick. It'll just be a booking. There's no need for this animation here. But a chance for us possibly to go in front from a free kick. Now I'm terrible at free kicks, so I'm not expecting much, but I'll try and bend it over the wall and into that top corner with Vitinho. Oh yes, gets in. Vitinho scores his first goal for the club, and what a goal it was. My first free kick goal of FIFA 18, if you don't count the Ronaldo one at the start of the game when the game's loading up. And Vitinho is the first free kick scorer in this team. I thought it would be Charlie Adam. Instead, it's the Brazilian. It's actually through the wall in the end, which might have deceived the goalkeeper as it goes into the back of the net. State deflection. Oh no, straight through the gap there from Agbo and the number 17. And it's a wonderful strike. 1-0 Terriers. What a goal. I'll tell you what, lads, this is going to be one of the most uneventful victories we've ever had. It's going to finish 1-0, and that, I've got to say, was a terrible game. Now, I'm delighted to respond after that loss to Everton and get the win here over Marco Silva's men, but I'll tell you this, man, other than Vitinho's fantastic free kick, there was very little to report. 1-0 the final score. We'll take the win, but what was that about? I don't recall Watford having a single shot in the game, and they didn't. They didn't. 4 shots, 4 on target for us, 55% possession. Watford without a shot in the entire game. I've said this about 1,000 times now since FIFA 16, and I'll say it once again. EA, fix your game. Seriously, the AI only care about pass accuracy and possession. It's the same every single year now, it seems. I mean, when the game first came out, FIFA 18, it was really, really good. But since the patch, it feels like FIFA 17.5. It's so frustrating. But anyway, we got the win. That's the most important thing. And a clean sheet as well. Vitinho, my man, the match for that wonderful free kick as well. The 9.3 as well. His first for the club. Delighted with that. And we'll take the 3 points. We'll certainly take the 3 points back to winning ways. And I'm delighted with that. I say only. It's not really only. It's mostly, admittedly so. But it's so frustrating, you know, because when this game first came out, I really, really enjoyed it. But since the patch, I have to say, and I hate to say this, I don't enjoy it anywhere near as much. It's still better than FIFA 17 by a country mile because, you know, every single FIFA was better than FIFA 17 for the most part, but it's just, I don't know. Anyway, Goran Stankovic is gone. That's good. And we'll get a bit of money for his sale to, was it Oxford? I think it was Oxford. And we also have an academy update as well. Vitinho says he values the role at the club. He'll be trying his best out there all the time. So thanks for playing me so much. No worries, son. Keep on banging in those free kicks and you'll keep your place in the first team. And Löwe wants to leave in the January transfer window. Well, you could have left in the summer, Chris, but you turned down a move. So maybe you'll get sold. Maybe you won't. We'll find out soon. But an academy update here regardless. You can see how the youth players are currently getting on. Skovgaard looks a little bit worse for wear than he first did, but Mogensen still looks pretty decent. August Thompson looks fantastic. Jonathan Jackson, yeah, not great. Svensson could be alright. Mitchell's not looking as good anymore. Hans Holm still could be pretty decent. Patrick Wilson, now he's someone I'm really excited for. 87, 93 potential, 55 overall to begin with. Hugh Mason, okay. August Mogensen, okay. Owen Richardson, okay. Vestergaard could be quite good. And Patrick Collins, another player I'm really excited for. 84 to 90 potential. He could be a fantastic centre-back in the future. So, second of the 4 games today, it's the Carabao Cup quarter-final against Championship Bristol City. Of course, a full rotation side for this game, and going back to the 4-2-3-1 as well. So, Rob Elliott in goal, back four of Löwe, the youngster Jamie Turner, Zanka, is it Jamie? Pretty sure it is. Zanka, Tommy Smith the captain, with Davis and all in the DM area. Green's on the left, Marcus Edwards on the right, Casey Palmer the attacking mid, and of course Kachunga leading the line tonight. And as for Bristol City, they've got quite a strange colour combination for the shirts and the shorts tonight in their away kit. But it's a 4-4-2 regardless, with Luke Steele in goal and a pretty decent lineup. But we beat Forest in the last round. We beat Peterborough at home as well. So we're beating the lower league opposition teams when it comes to Kirklees Stadium. Let's make sure this game is no exception to the rule. Bristol City second game. Let's get the win and get through to the semi-finals. As I've said about 1,000 times already now, we're not really that fussed about the competition, but getting through to the semi-finals would be very good. So I want to see if we can do it here with Kachunga on the ball, taking it around his man and shooting and scoring. And Kachunga does fire us a goal in front straight away. Just 9 minutes in. I've said before, 6th man of the year, not always in the first 11, not always in the first team. When he's on the bench and he comes on, he performs. And when he plays in cup games, he performs as well. Kachunga fires in front early. That's a good ball through here and a good chance here for Bristol City. Turner's got to play catch-up. And the 18-year-old does well initially, stops the attack, but only temporarily. Ball inside to O'Neill, who shoots. Elliott makes the save. Green hooks it away, and then a failed bicycle kick. We'll see Zanka get onto the loose ball and possibly start a counter-attack there. Good chance, Bristol City. They were inside, but Elliott equal to the shot. Well done. And now Casey Palmer through to Kachunga, who shoots, and Steele this time makes the save. Still 1-0. Couple of golden chances, but still the same scoreline. And Bristol City again, they're looking good now. They're looking good. And oh, it's a goal. It's a goal. Bristol City back on level terms 6 minutes before the break. It's a decent strike, but I want to see that on the replay. I think Elliott should have saved it. It might have taken a deflection off Zanka, you know. Shot comes in, and no, it doesn't. And, oh, I think Elliott's got to save that, man. I really do. You know, I've been playing him in these games. I know some of you guys have been saying, start Hudson. He's better and he's younger. And I do take that point, but we signed Elliott to be our backup goalkeeper this year. Safe pair of hands when he's on the pitch. But I've got to say, he really should have saved that one, in my opinion. And now Bristol City coming forward again here down left-hand side. Patterson on the ball. Good tackle by Zanka. 1-1, but Elliott's got to stop that. Obviously, he performed the heroics in a penalty shootout against United to get us into these rounds. But, yeah, I think he's got to save that. A goalkeeper of his obvious class that you saw last season should be stopping that. Here's Palmer to Andre Green. It's Green. Oh, it's a nice turn. It's a nice turn. And, oh, it could have been a better finish, but still makes the save. But Kachunga is on hand to turn in the rebound, but celebrations here at the Kirklees Stadium cut short. Offside and probably the right call. Green cutting inside. Nice attempt on goal, but yeah, Kachunga. Oh, is he? Well, that line doesn't look like it's been drawn correctly there, but you know what, we won't argue. I think he probably was offside, so no complaints here, still 1-1. We're tied at 1-1 going into the break, second half begins now. I don't want our third straight extra time in this competition. I mean, we're winning the games in the extra time period, or the penalties, but I don't want extra time, man. I want to get it done in the 90 minutes, like we should be able to against these teams. His hole through to Palmer, looks for Kachunga, finds some space and shoots. Steele with another brilliant save. Luke Steele right now is our tormentor. Well, that is surely going to do it. Bar a very late chance. Edwards to Zanka. This will be our final opportunity here as Zanka releases Smith, and this is it now, our final chance. It's Tommy Smith, needs a good delivery. In comes Andre Green off the post and then turns in a rebound. No, Pisano off the line. Hall tries to shoot, can't, and Bristol City get it away, and that will be extra time off the post from Andre Green. So unlucky, and for the third straight round we're heading into extra time. I don't believe it. Oh, lazy touch there by Flint. Chaplin into intercepting the chance here. It's Charlie Adam on the ball. He's got Scott Malone arriving. It's Scott Malone who's put it in. Scott Malone, ex-Millwall, comes off the bench and surely sends us into the next round. Now, I know there's another half to play, but Bristol City haven't done much in this game other than the goal. We're back in front and it's Scott Malone. And there it is, full time here at the Kirklees Stadium, and we are into the Carabao Cup semi-finals. All three subs are made going into extra time, combined for the goal. They ended up winning us the game. Chaplin's hustle, Adams through ball, and Scott Malone's finish puts us through. And I would have been livid had we not won this game. Absolutely livid, because once again we need to be more clinical. We were the far better side, definitely deserved the win, and I'm glad we got there in the end, albeit for our third extra time period in a row. But for man of the match, a really difficult one to give, because I didn't really think anyone really played fantastically well for us, but I thought Palmer did alright with a 9.1. Kachunga, of course, scored our first goal as well. So I think I'll give it to Kachunga for the goal, and I thought he played quite well too. So an 8.4 as we get the win, and we are into the Carabao Cup semi-finals, and let's find out who we'll be facing. Oh, Arsenal will be knocked out. Arsenal will be knocked out. Awesome. And so as we advance to the game, there is an international management offer here from Czech Republic, which we will turn down. And that will mean as well, because Wednesday's just gone past, that was the final Carabao Cup game. We'll find out who will be taking on in the semis of the competition, and that is going to be West Bromwich Albion in the semi-finals. Then they just beat Arsenal in the last round. We'll be taking them on first at the Hawthorns, and then at home, the Kirklees Stadium for our second leg. And yeah, Southampton, Burnley the other tie. Bring them on, bring them on. Where are they in the table? They are in 17th place. And Burnley are in 3rd and Southampton are in 18th. So based on league form, you'd probably be putting your money on a Burnley versus Huddersfield final. But yeah, 4 teams remain. They're all in the Premier League. But I'll take West Brom. I know you just beat Arsenal, and I know they're not the weakest side based on form this season, but I'll certainly take them. And yeah, bring them on. There's a definite chance we could make it to Wembley with a backup team. And also, I know I briefly touched on it in the last episode, but with the January transfer window set to open in, is it the next episode or the episode afterwards? One of the two. In today's episode, guys, if you could, give me your transfer suggestions. Who should we try and sign in the January window? Now, there's 5.8 million now transfer budget right now. With wage budget alteration, could potentially get to around 6, maybe 6.4 stretch. We're looking at around 5.5 to 6.25 million total, I would say. So the January transfer window is about to come round. Question is, what signings should we go after? Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any transfer suggestions whatsoever on how to improve this team, what area we should look for, and yeah, just in general, January transfer window suggestions. Give me your transfer suggestions in the comment section down below. So, Manchester City, the third of 4 games today here at the Kirklees Stadium. They've started off quite strong, but in recent weeks have really tailed off in their form and now find themselves in mid-table. And after back-to-back wins, I'm feeling quite confident of getting another 3 points here. Going back to our 4-3-3 attack and our pretty standard first 11. Morris in goal, back for Sessegnon, Toantaby, Reyes, Nodibajo, with Billing and our captain more in the CM area. Vitinho to Cam, Sisto on the left, Inter on the right, and Moses leading the line. And as for a reasonably out of form Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, where they beat us last season here, if you remember, 2-1 in heartbreaking fashion when they won out to death. And their team's pretty decent. It's a 5-3-2 with their midfield trio being Fernandinho, Delph and Foden as well. The back five is quite strong as well. Joe Hart's wearing the armband and in goal as well. This will be a tough team to stop, but based on form, I'm feeling quite confident. So let's get the win and a big 3 points here in front of our home fans. Let's go. Just real briefly as the game gets underway here, I feel like form is playing a major major part in career mode teams right now. You know, I feel like form is being a big thing for both AI teams and your team as well, because last season, if you remember, Arsenal were in bad form for the entire year long and they never got it sorted. And for us, we had a good first half of the season where our form was consistently very good, then a few bad results on the trot, and we never got it sorted in the second half of the season. And I feel like form this year is playing a big part in what happens to teams over the course of the season. It sounds like an obvious thing to say, I know, as Delph fires City in front and the former Aston Villa man gives City the lead, but yeah, I do feel like form plays a major part, you know, more so than it ever did before. I don't know whether I made much sense with what I was saying there, by the way, about form, but I guess it's just because in previous FIFAs, form didn't really mean that much for your team or the AI team. It was mainly just about the overall and the rating of your side compared to the AI teams as well. And that was what, you know, basically determined the matches more than anything else. But now it feels like current form has more of an influence than ever before. And I don't know whether you guys are finding the same thing as me. And I think that's good, because I think form should definitely come into the equation when it comes down to AI versus AI games, that's for sure. But I feel like it needs to be toned down slightly, because teams like Arsenal should not be struggling for the entire season. But Jesus pegs it back and the shot comes in, and Morris makes a really important save. Bidding yours. Well done out wide towards Odibarjo. He's going to float that one towards the back stick, and hopefully Sisto can nod it on, and he can't. Manolas is there. This has been a very frustrating game. Crosses aren't working, direct play isn't working, I can't seem to break them down, they're so compact. I don't know what to do right now. I just cannot seem to break City down at all. We've had no chances whatsoever. Moses now rolls it inside. Moses to Moses. Moses shoots wide the post. First real chance. Sessegnon to Williams, one final chance. It will drop to Kachunga. Can he strike one? Yes, he can. Joe Hart watches it every step of the way. And that is going to do it. Well, what do I know about anything, guys? Start of the game, I was talking about form and how important it is. Well, right now, we've been in better form this City, but instead they brush us aside by a goal to nil. That was awful. Just a really poor game, you know, and for a side that have got such a good attack, this, simply put, was not good enough. 1-0 the final score. City, well, I said there, they brushed us aside, and they really did. They controlled this game. They were in control from the first minute to last. 93% pass accuracy. And in the end, their compact defense was too tough to break down. So, 1-0 the final score. And I give man of the match to Delph as well. 100% passing and got the goal too. And caused me problems all game long when going forward and moving into the attack. So, Delph man of the match. City get the 3 points. Our first loss at home this season. And what a disappointing defeat as well. We were awful. So, just before our fourth and final game, where the stadium are like, what we're going to do to cheer ourselves up after a terrible display is go and promote Patrick Collins from our youth team, because you might have just noticed it in the training, he has now hit 60 overall. I only like to promote players when they are 60 overall plus. We can find out their potential straight away. He's got 84 to 94 potential, so I'm expecting it to be an exciting prospect, and that would be totally fine for me. So Patrick Collins accepts his contract. Let's find out how good he is. Where is he? There he is. Yes, there we are. Exactly what we assumed. An exciting prospect. Patrick Collins out of the academy. 6'1", medium-high work rates. Absolutely love that. And let's see his skill moves on weak foot. Well, 4-star weak foot and the 2-star skill moves isn't too bad on a centre-back either. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. 71 acceleration, 67 sprint speed, 77 jumping, 79 aggression. Sometimes a very underrated stat on centre-backs. And some decent defensive stats to begin with as well. So Patrick Collins in, and another very good academy graduate. He looks like one for the future. And yet more goodies before the final game. A couple of scouting updates here from Ian and Keith, based in Nigeria and the Netherlands as well. Let's see what talents they've got for us. Well, this guy could be alright, 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 and this guy could be terrible. So we'll reject him, and in fact we're going to reject him as well. And in fact we'll reject him as well. So just 2 players there. It could be alright. We'll continue scouting on them for the time being. And as for Keith, who's currently based in the Netherlands, he has got us a decent young goalkeeper there. De Graaf's terrible, so we'll reject him. Hoekstra can go. Van den Bosch can go as well. Oh, hello. Max... Sorry. I just get excited when I see a good youth player. Max Vermeulen could be very good indeed. 56 to 74 overall and 83 to 94 potential. Get in my academy, young man. Luke Van Leeuwen, not quite as good, so we'll say goodbye to him. And Dijkstra, not quite as good as well. And also, England have come to us too regarding the international management offer. Are we going to take this? I mean, are we going to take this? Are we going to take this? I don't know. I mean, we got Portugal as well, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because the thing is, I'm not really that fussed about international management offers in this career mode yet. I'm far more focused on making progression with Huddersfield Town. And whilst it would be fun to manage the nation, I've managed them before. I've managed Portugal before. I think I'm going to turn them both down. If a nation comes in, which we're keen on, I'll take it. But no, I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to turn that down. The FA have got enough on their play right now with the Mark Sampson stuff. They don't need me taking charge. That'll mess things up even more. You know, a lot of people ask me why I don't watch international football or don't care. And part of the reason is because our FA is just an absolute joke. It is the most incompetent, outdated, out of touch organisation ever. I mean, it's just disgusting. The way they treat Eni Aluko is just terrible. But anyway, let's not get into that. Final game today, fourth and final game. We are away at Sunderland here at the Stadium of Light. They are so far the only team in the Premier League without a win and are currently sitting rock bottom as well. So we should definitely fancy our chances heading into this game. And I'm feeling quite confident. Their team's all right though. And they've got Mika in goal, back four of Oviedo, Kone, Paddy McNair and Adam Matthews. Aidan McGeady on the left, McManaman on the right, Gorman and Catamol in the middle, and Vaughan and Habra are leading the line for them. And as for our team, same formation, but changes to the personnel once again. Hudson back in between the sticks for this game, back for Sessegnon to Ansby, Zanker and Odubajo, Moy and Billing the CMs with Vitinho to Cam, Sisto's on the left, Edwards is on the right, and up top, remember him? Mounier, getting the nod today ahead of Moses. Can he come back with a bang and get a goal? Probably not, it's Mounier, but let's find out. Come on, Huddersfield Town, let's win to end the episode strong. Shut down by Sisto, who does well there. Finds Billing in the Great Dane towards Moy, and Moy on the ball into Vitinho to Moy, and Moy, bottom corner, finds the back of the net and gives us the lead. It was a nice ball by Vitinho. I thought it was Mounier at first who dropped deeper, but instead it was Vitinho. Great through ball, and Aaron Moy, wearing the armband, puts us in front, and we take the lead. Puts us in front even. Nice little 1-2 there as well. And Moy, that was a really unorthodox strike, wasn't it? The way he sort of like dragged his leg back and managed to like shoot as well was really strange. But first goal of the season for Aaron Moy, we'll take it. 1-0, Aussie fires in front. Well done, boy. Still leading by 1. Sunderland trying to get back in this game though. Lee Catamol finding Aidan McGeady, and he's nutmegged the Great Dane, but Moy the boy gets it away. But straight to Adam Matthews, still 1-0. Our general play in this game has been very poor, and we're fortunate to still be leading by 1. McManaman through the gap. McGeady shoots wide the post. Both teams have been very poor in this game. I'm surprised we're in front. But don't get me wrong, I'll take the win if we can hold on to it. Here's Vaughan sliding it through, and a good chance here for an equalising goal, and Hudson can't keep it out. And Sunderland are back on level terms with 20 minutes to go. Well, we get what we deserve. Simple as that. We've played very poorly, and Jermaine Lenz runs onto the through ball and slots it past Hudson in at the near post. 1-1. It's just been a terrible, terrible game, really. And I keep doing that. I keep pressing the trackpad to enable me to play as the goalkeeper. It's just been an awful game, and I mean, that sort of through ball sums it up. I don't know what's going on. We've lost our discipline. We've lost our confidence. We're all like, oh, God, no. Surely not. Surely not. Oh, thank God for that. What are we doing? There's still time for either side to win this game, but no one deserves to, really. But here's Matthews to find his man and shoots, and Hudson makes the save. This has been a really poor display from both teams, and I think someone could end up winning this game later on, but no one deserves to. It's just been that bad. Hudson claims the corner though, and maybe now a chance on the break if we throw it to Moses, and now he finds Chaplin, and away we go here down left-hand side. He's going to outpace Adam Matthews every single day of the week. It's still Chaplin. It's still Chaplin. Rolls it inside to Mounier! Mounier puts us in front of his second goal of the season and ends his goal drought and surely fires us to the victory. Chaplin off the bench to Mounier. Let's fly. Mika's never going to keep that one out. He's been so poor this season. To be honest, he's been really poor since his injury last season. He's just not been the same player, but he scores the goal there to surely win us the game, and that's why he's in the team. Well, that should be that, and there it is. We bounce back after defeat to City and get the win. Sunderland's streak without a win continues. They'll stay rock bottom, but for us, a fantastic response. I thought we were going to throw out the 3 points, but instead Mounier, starting for the first time in ages, comes up big, wins us the game. Delighted. What of those games where the stats don't seem to really reflect the general play of the match. Apparently Sunderland played a little bit better than us. I don't think so. I thought it was a really poor game from both sides, to be honest. Very lackluster. And you'll see by the highlights, neither side particularly played very well. We'll take the 3 points, definitely. And for man of match, a difficult one. No one played particularly well, but I think I will give it to the guy that won us the game in the end, and that was, of course, Mounier. Only one shot, but it ended up finding the back of the net. That's the most important thing. And a big 3 points to the Terriers, and a big response after our disappointing defeat at home to Manchester City. So that will end today's episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and it would help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode very soon. Bye.